Aloha gang, Kahea Heart, Hawaii Surf and Performance. Here to give you a dynamic mobility warm-up, pre-surf, pre-workout. It's super important to do a warm-up before any activity. Get your heart rate up, blood flow to the muscles, get the muscles moving rather than just coming out of the car, going straight into the gym, or coming out of the car, waxing your board. 1, 2, touch your toes and paddle out. Doesn't work like that. You gotta get your muscles and joints moving and ready to perform. So this is something I do with the athletes that come into the gym or the athletes that I work with out on the water, whether it's competitively or just free surfers that I do one-on-one coaching or group coaching with. I usually start with foundation training. It's a series of isometric exercises that help to realign your joints, turn your entire system on from the top of your head, tips of your fingers to the bottom of your feet, and it feels really good. Kind of looks like this. This is a founder. A woodpecker. Woodpecker rotations. Check them out. You can find it on YouTube. They also have an app. Another really good reason to do a warm-up prior to surfing is it gives you that time to assess the lineup, where the waves are breaking, what's the tide doing, what's the current doing, who's in the lineup, what to watch out for. Not only that, if you consistently do some type of warm-up before you surf, your body then starts to go and get used to it and go, wow, I'm gonna go surfing. And I know from my experience working with athletes and myself going surfing and doing a warm-up, I'm ready from wave number 1. So first, we start with a little bit of shoulder cars. You're gonna shrug up, shrug forward, shrug down, just to get the joints of the shoulder moving. And then you're gonna go shrug up, forward, down, back. Try not to flare your ribs, you're just using the shoulder joint. And then go in reverse. Up, back, down, forward. Then a full range of motion on the shoulder joint, leading with the thumb. Reaching that thumb back as far as you can and then untwisting it. Palm faces out and then you lead with that thumb. Trying not to turn your body, just let the shoulder joint go the furthest range. Rotate it. I go about 4 or 5 rotations. Then I'm going to go into some shoulder figure 8s. Just swing the arm around. Swing the arms side to side. Let the hips warm up a little bit of rotation. Into some walking lunges or stationary lunges to open up the hip. If you're gonna go stationary, it looks like this. You're gonna flex the glute of this leg, drop down, rotate towards the knee. I like to do it moving because then I can actually turn on my feet and find my balance. So you lunge, rotate towards the knee. Next one, if you're doing stationary, you're going to lean away from the, or rotate. If you're doing next one, you're going to rotate away from the knee. Keeping the weight in the entire foot, but focusing more out of the heel, grabbing the floor with your foot. You should feel the stretch across the front of the back leg. If you're going dynamic, you're walking, rotating away from the leg. Third lunge is lean. We're going to open up that side body, leaning towards that side of the lead leg. Last one in the lunge series, you're going to lean away from the knee. After those lunges, we go into an inchworm with a combination of cobra, push-up, and a squat. Hang down. You're going to walk the feet towards the hands, keeping the legs as straight as possible, and take them wider than the hands. Flatten your butt back, stick out your butt, come into a squat. Hands back to the floor, walk out, all the way down to the push-up, into the cobra. Next one is inchworms into a cobra, push-up, squat with an internal hip rotation, which is the progression. So this one is kind of hard to do. Take your time. If you're ready to progress to it, you can do this one. Same as the inchworm, walk out into the cobra. Walk the hands to the feet, keeping the legs straight as possible. Knees out. Without moving your shoulders, try to internally rotate. From there, into some T-spine rotations. I like to squeeze the knees slightly here to lock the hips into place. Put your right fingers onto your right ears. Bring the right elbow to left elbow. Inhale. Exhale and rotate open. Next one is also a T-spine, but it's a shorter lever. You're gonna come down, sit back onto your heels. If you can't do this, put a towel underneath your knee joint. It'll release the pressure. Maybe a mat underneath your knees as well. Forearms onto the floor, but if you're on the beach, you can do it in the sand, no problem. Forearms on the floor, and you go right hand onto left shoulder, elbow to elbow, inhale. Exhale and rotate open. Last one here is the world's greatest stretch or Spiderman trip. Last one here is world's greatest stretch or Spiderman's stretch with my variation on it. You're gonna start in a deep lunge, hands on the inside of the lead leg. You're gonna blade out that back foot and windmill the outside arm around. 1, blade out the back foot. Inside elbow to the floor. Inhale, exhale and rotate open. Both hands to the floor. Bring your body as low as you can, like Spider-Man. Crawl the hands out. Drive off that leg. Take that leg to the sky. Hands flat on the floor. That leg in the air comes outside the hand. You're going to blade out that back foot. Windmill it around. Blade the foot. Inhale, exhale. Windmill around. Both hands to the floor, come down as low as you can, crawl out. The leg that's in the air is going to land behind the coordinating hand, and just outside of it, bring the other one outside, flatten your back, and stand up. These last couple ones I personally do before I go surfing, just to get my hips a little more warmed up, to be rotating, hitting the lip, doing cutbacks, blowing the tail, a little bit of Gynastica natural. I come over into a 90-90 position laying on my back, and then I untwist it. Couple of scorpions. For some of you, a lot of this will be really difficult because you don't have the joint ranges of motion to get super low and move. If you keep doing it slowly and keep adding and working on your movement, your joints will start working for you a lot better. Move it or lose it. Kind of sweating, kind of warmed up, ready to go.